we are continuing to monitor threat assessments surrounding plans by individuals and political groups to hold stay-at-home protests under the Kunga, is it called the Kunga Stay-at-Home Prices Must Fall campaign. We had our teams deployed in anticipating violence, and the whole of yesterday we kept on monitoring different territorial areas, and we want to inform the country that there are no untoward incidents. The security situation still remains calm. Yesterday in Kawempe, there were attempts by the councillor representing Kawempe 2, that is Senono Dennis, also known as Den City, together with Freddy Nyazi Sentamu, Emmanuel Serunjoji, the Mayor Kawempe, Muhammad Nsubuga, councillor of Makerere Parish 3, Thomas, the councillor of Wandegea, that is Bagonza Thomas, together with the Kemigisha Sharon. They were trying to mobilize residents within Kawempe division, shopkeepers not to dare open their businesses. So we managed to conduct some arrests, and we also impounded some motorcycles that were being used in the mobilization of shopkeepers not to open their shops. So that one still continues. The other update from Busogan still remains normal and calm without any serious incidents. In Kaliro district, business is operating normally, apart from taxis that operate from Kaliro to Kampala. They're the ones which were not moving, but we expect by end of day they will continue to move. Luka district is also normal. It's only taxis that are not moving in Luka. And Kamuli, it is only buses that are moving and charging people exorbitantly at 10,000 instead of 7. Then Buyende, business was moving at normal. Generally in Kampala, business remains calm. The jurisdictions of Kawempe North, KMP North, that is Nansana, Kasangati, Wakiso, Bwai, Sekalere, and Wandegea, shops were open and people were going about their businesses normally. The other place in the areas, KMP South areas of Natete, Chibuye, Lubowa, Kajansi, Katabi, and Entebbe reported a normal and calm situation. And also KMP East, that is Jinja Road, Nakawa, Mobs, Chitintale, Chinawataka, Mutungo, Bina, Luzira, Chambo, Gochireka, Kamocha also remain calm. Now last night also the section, the traffic road between Mukono, Wantoni and Mbarara, these perpetrators of violence got oil, which they poured along a section of more than 1 kilometer so that they can cause accidents and block traffic along that section. You can see that there is something big behind these stay-at-home protests. You're encouraging people to stay at home, at the same time you're coming out to start promoting scenes of violence, because when they poured grease and oil along that section in Mukono, around Wantonit and then Mbarara, there is a trailer which veered off the road, and a Land Cruiser as well. So basically that is it. We want first of all to thank those who have been able to come out of their homes to go to work. We assured Ugandans that their security and protection is guaranteed, and Since morning, we've not registered any attacks against people who have gone to work. Those who are traveling, those who are taking children to school, and those who are going about their normal businesses. So I want to thank them for ignoring the scare tactics and politics of fear being employed by individuals and political groups. For those that are still skeptic and still in their homes, we urge them to ignore the overblown rhetoric and come out and go and work and go about their businesses. Then we also want to use this opportunity to caution the public to avoid being manipulated through fear. We are human beings, we are Ugandans. We should also take time to reflect and assess some of the concerns that are being raised by individuals and political groups. They are raising this, but when you ask them about the credible solutions that they should have given surrounding this situation, you don't get any credible solution from them. Instead, they want to use fear to promote violence, and this will lead to a vicious circle of violence across several areas. So we want to warn all those who are behind these acts of fear mongering and scare tactics. So far, those who are arrested, we are going to ensure that they face the law. And those who are still out there promoting violence, we shall definitely have them arrested. The media also needs to be warned. We have colleagues from the media who are feeding into these conspiracies. You find somebody coming up with a headline, you know, there is a lockdown and things like that. It's important that our colleagues should give arguments that are evidence-based. Do as much research as colleagues from the media, and that you should highlight above stoking this unnecessary fear for violence. You are meant as the media to inform and assist the greater good, and not get to appease a certain audience.